Okay, I have been able to free up enough memory on this iPad. This is the one that I like to do my stuff on, most of my stuff on. The other one doesn't have much of a connection to the internet, or at least the accounts that I use on the internet. Anyhow, I'm going to use my. I'm going to sing Tom's Diner, which is from a lady named Susan Vega. And in the backstory to it, I saw was that she didn't have a whole lot of money, and she was trying to create a hit song, or this is one of the things that she had on her album. The other song, the main song was Luca, which you probably heard. My name is Luca. I live up from you. I think you've seen me before. If you ever hear anything happening late night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fight, I just don't ask me what it was. That's Susan Vega, and she's also done some work with one of my other favorite musicians, Joe Jackson. Um, when she released that album, it had a little song on there that everybody instantly recognizes because it's fairly popular. But it was completely a cappella, just her saying some words, um, kind of a rap in a way, and they got to be really popular. And she didn't, and it got even more popular once somebody put some music to it. And she says that the cathedral that's mentioned in the song was actually a place where she and a friend would meet, and she has a lot of romantic moments um, in relation to that cathedral, which is in New York. There is a video on YouTube of her talking about it, and it's this a go go 2000 German documentary that they tend to cover a lot of musicians and the meanings behind their songs. And she said that she had this friendship with a guy whose family had created the Studebaker, and he wanted to have nothing to do with money, and he didn't want he feigned money and popularity, and then she got really popular, and then their relationship distanced whenever that happened, and she kind of lost touch with him. But it probably as a result of that, she wrote this song, kind of um, recognizing times which were harder for her but better because she got to spend time with this certain friend. Anyhow, this is called Tom's Diner, and I'm going to sing it, and it's going to be easy because I know the song well enough. I've heard it many times. It was one of the few songs that my brother had from CDs when he got a CD player back in the 80s, and I would, we had Revolver from the Beatles, and then we had the Susan Vega CD, and Peter Gabriel. So at that time in the 80s, whenever CD players first became available, CDs were kind of rare because the musicians were really not jumping on the bandwagon and recording on them. And I think it was really just the lack of the hardware necessary to do the CDs, do the recordings, was not available because it was all digital. Um, anyhow, this was one of those songs that came on her album that really attracted me early on. I really liked the song, and it got to be kind of popular. It got really popular in the 90s when they put music to it. So here it goes. I am I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for a man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in. It is always nice to see you, says the man behind the counter to the woman who has come in. She is shaking her umbrella, and I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos, and I'm pretending not to see them, and instead I pour the milk. I open up the paper. There's a story of an actor who had died while he was drinking. He was no one that I had heard of. And I'm turning to the horoscope and looking for the funnies when I'm feeling someone watching me. And so I raise my head. There's a woman on the outside looking inside. Does she see me? No, she does not really see me, 'cause she sees her own reflection. And I'm trying not to notice that she's hitching up her skirting while she's straightening her stockings. Her hair is getting wet. Oh, this rain it will continue through the morning as I'm listening, and I'm to the bells of the cathedral, and I'm thinking of your voice. And the lyrics aren't complete, and the stupid fuckers forgot to put in the rest of the lyrics. Oh, shit. Now I have to go find we'll go to Genius Lyrics. They probably got completed it. And the midnight, and the all the fucking advertisements they have to stick in the stupid lyrics. The genius motherfuckers. You know, nobody really gives a shit about their ads, and they're probably not making a ton of money off of them anyhow, but they have to put them in this fucking song. Sorry for all the cussing. I'm thinking of your voice, and the midnight picnic once upon a time before the rain began. And I finish up my coffee, and it's time to catch the train. Do 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 you know. And so that's Susan Vega, and I don't really recall very many hit tunes, but she did some work with Joe Walsh. I mean, not Joe Walsh, Joe Jackson. Joe Walsh is, but that would be kind of interesting if she was to get involved with Joe Walsh, because they're both guitarists. But I doubt that. I mean, I don't know, but she had done some. And Joe Jackson is the guy who does this song, you know. Pretty women out walking with gorillas down my street. From my window I'm watching while my coffee goes cold. Look over there, where there comes a lady that I used to know. She's married now or engaged or something, so I'm told. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? My eyes don't deceive me. Something going wrong around here. That's Joe Jackson. He's also the guy that does that song, you know, do 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 do. Da 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 da. Well, the mist goes tossing down the sky. And leave the radio and the TV behind. Gonna step into the car. You'll find stepping out to the freeway. Stepping out into the night. Into the night. Da, 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 da. You've heard that melody. That's Joe Jackson too. And he also did a song, You Can't Get What You Want Till You Know What You Want. You tell one thing, you can't get what you want. I'll do that one next.